Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a little war recap of the Eric versus CarbonFin war, CarbonFin's birthday war that we had this weekend. Eric came out with the victory by 3 triples, 4 stars. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a few attacks. Alright guys, so in this war, Eric did come out with the victory, Team Eric. We're going to go ahead and look at a few attacks from both sides, just kind of recap the war a little bit. Now the story of this war, there were a ton of triples with the new Yeti Smash and even the old P.E.K.K.A. Smash attacks. I mean a ton, probably more than half the triples from this war were with P.E.K.K.A. or Yeti Smash. Today we're not going to be taking a look at any of those though. We're going to be mainly looking at some Queen Charge Hog, Queen Charge Miners, and one Lalo attack. If you guys do want to see the Yeti Smash attacks, definitely let me know in the comments below. I could probably do a whole video on just Yeti Smash tomorrow. So if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know and we can start analyzing how the Yeti Smash is crushing bases at Town Hall 13. Let's go ahead and take a look at this first attack by Asuka here on Flash. It's going to be a Queen Charge Hog attack. So he's going to start off by dropping the Queen over at 6 o'clock. He wants her to walk this way. He's going to use his BK to funnel this side of the base, get all this trash, and he just wants his Queen to walk right inside for this Town Hall here and for the enemy CC and the enemy BK. Pretty simple task that he wants his Queen to accomplish here. Just get the Town Hall, get the CC, get the King, set up some pathing. You don't even need to kill the Queen anymore with these Queen Charge Hog attacks. As long as you use your Royal Champ to kill the enemy Queen, it'll be fine. So Queen's going to get on the Town Hall here, and then she's going to get stuck on this triple Ice Golem CC for a little while. He's going to use the Hog over here just to get this Tesla down, just to make sure the Queen's not going to do anything she's not supposed to. He wants to make sure she goes right in for all these defenses and the enemy BK. So she's going to get stuck on these Ice Golems for a little while, so we'll fast forward a bit. It takes her 10 years to get through these Ice Golems. But after that, he's going to drop the second Rage right as she goes to fight the enemy BK, and then he's going to start with the Slammer to get this scatter shot down so it's not harming his AQ too much. And then he's going to start with the main Hog push right through this channel here, with the Warden and the Royal Champ behind. So he was hoping that his Queen would step up and kill the enemy Queen here, but he might have started the Hogs just a couple seconds too early. She's not going to quite get to the enemy Queen before the Hogs distract her. So right there you see the enemy AQ comes over here and starts shooting his Hogs, but that's okay. He's just going to pop Warden ability and his Royal Champ is going to kill the enemy AQ. She barely even kills a couple of Hogs. I'm not even sure she killed one. She might have been stuck on this Ice Golem here from his CC the whole time. So just like that, the Hogs are going to push through this channel with the Royal Champ and a few heals and get through the entire base. He did skip this Archer Tower over here and didn't use any Hogs on it, so they're going to have to come back. Although this Baby Dragon is doing a really good job of getting it down. Doesn't quite kill it though, leaves it at about 1 HP. And that Queen's still alive. She's going to be doing a great job on cleanup here. He still has a Royal Champ ability, and with the Royal Champ ability, he'll be able to get the rest of the defenses no problem. So he's going to pop it there. She's going to help with cleanup, and that's going to be a nice easy triple by Asuka with the Queen Charge Hogs. No wall breakers, no jump spells needed thanks to this open channel for the Town Hall. And that's why I don't think these open channel Town Hall bases are going to be meta anymore at Town Hall 13. Since you don't even need to kill the Queen with the Queen Chargers anymore, your Royal Champ can do it. It's easy to just walk the Town Hall, walk the CC, walk the BK, and from there you can just Hog or Dragon the rest. So this next attack we're going to look at here on Eric's base, Clash with Eric. This one was a plan that I came up with originally, but I kind of messed it up and let my Queen die really early. But Stay Must here is going to come in here and fix the plan and just execute it perfectly, and it's going to work out. So basically the idea, it's a Queen Charge Miner attack. He's just going to walk his Queen this way, get the Town Hall, get the CC, get the BK, just like we saw in the last attack. He's going to use his Royal Champ over here to cut off a lot of these defenses, just like that. And then from there, all he's got to do is just send miners down the middle of the base. And it's as easy as that. All you got to do is make sure you keep your Queen alive, and you heal the miners when you need to, and that's about it. That's all there is to it. So we'll take a look at how he does it here. He's going to start off with the Queen Walk because that takes the most amount of time. Then he's going to use an Ice Golem in front of his Royal Champ just so she gets a lot of extra value. If you don't use that Ice Golem in front of her, she's going to die, 10, 15 seconds earlier than she would if you do use the Ice Golem. So she's going to go in here, use her ability, get a ton of value, do a lot of damage to these defenses in the core. So they're all really low HP. He uses a rage on his queen to keep her alive as she's fighting the enemy BK. He uses his BK over here to funnel this side, and he's going to pull the CC. Queen's going to step over here toward the Town Hall. He's going to have to pop the ability because there's so many defenses on her, but he's also going to drop the second rage. He only brought 2. She's going to get the Town Hall down, and from there he's just going to start the miners right down this channel. He brought 4 heals to keep the miners alive. They're going to be able to take out the rest of the base with the Warden. So here his Queen's going to die before the Lava Hound pops, which is nice, so the Lava Hound's never going to pop. And then his healers are going to switch over to the miners and just give some extra healing value. He's going to use his Stone Slammer over here to cut off the funnel for the miners even more and just keep them nice and tight in this core here, so they just have a small little channel that they have to go through. And just like that, with the Warden ability and 4 heals, I mean, these miners are never going to die. And they have the healers healing them up the whole time too. Out comes some max Hogs from his Stone Slammer just to help create even more of a funnel, so the miners really just don't have to go anywhere except right through the gut of the base. So here the miners are pushing through the edge of the base. Still has 1 more heal spell. Honestly, he could swag that heal if he wanted to. He didn't even need to use it. He uses it here on these last group of miners that they hit a giant bomb, but he really didn't even need it. The miners are going to be able to do cleanup here. There's only an Archer Tower and a Tesla left and like 20 miners up still. So just really overkill here. Solid plan, nice execution by Stamos. And just like that, that's a nice example of how to queen charge miners. And it's pretty similar to the queen charge hog attacks. I mean, you don't have to kill the queen on the charge. If you can charge the Town Hall, the CC, and the BK, that's honestly enough value. Then you can just spam the rest of your troops down the core of the base. So then we're going to take a look at one of my attacks from this war. Another queen charge miners hit here on number 15. So on this one's going to be with a ram entry or a wall wrecker. The basic idea of this plan was just to start queen here and have her walk down this way and use the BK to funnel this side nice and early. He's going to get all the way down here. Then use the wall wrecker to funnel queen straight into this inferno. I could have used a jump, I could have done wall breakers with a free spell, but I thought, you know, it's just going to be easiest if I just use a wall wrecker to get right in there, so that way I can save a spell. I use a P.E.K.K.A here and a wizard to funnel this side for the queen, so she has nowhere to go but straight in. She's going to kill the enemy royal champ. She's going to get this inferno tower. She's going to get both the sweepers, even though it doesn't really matter on a miner attack. She's going to get kill the enemy CC. She's going to get the scatter shot and a bunch of wizard towers, which is really nice. So BK is going to get all this value over here on the side. I still haven't even had to drop a single rage yet, just because that ram or the wall wrecker comes through and it tanks for the queen quite a bit. I'm barely going to drop the first rage here in just a second. Queen's just going to get a ton of value from this charge. She's never going to die, going to stay alive the whole time. And then afterward, here in a few seconds, we're just going to start the miners and push them through this core right here. Use the royal champ right here with a P.E.K.K.A to funnel this side. So that royal champ's going to keep the miners in a nice tight group through the core just like that. And that's all they have to go through and get. It's a little risky ending on the Town Hall, but as long as you get really good value and keep the miners alive with all these heal spells, since I brought 3 heal spells, you should have no problem having the miners get all the way to the back end, all the way to the Town Hall. So I drop another rage here to keep the queen alive. She's going to beat through a wall and come help the miners get the Town Hall eventually. That P.E.K.K.A on the side funnel is still alive, and he's going to live through the whole raid and just get all these trash buildings on the side with the help of a wizard. And the main core group of miners are going over the Town Hall now, and I'm going to use my last heal here to keep them alive through the Giga Bomb explosion. And just like that, another example of queen charge miners just destroying these bases. You don't even have to get the queen or anything with the charges. The max miners are doing really well right now, especially against these bases that don't have completely max defenses. We'll have to see in a month or 2 from now if, you know, these attack strategies are still going to hold up against max bases, but right now they're just crushing everything. So I backed out a little bit early. The rest was just clean up there, but you guys get the idea. That's going to be another triple with queen charge miners. So now looking at the other side of the map, some attacks by Team Eric here. We're going to take a look at a Lalo attack here by Hugo Stiglitz. So a lot of people are saying Lalo's dead at Town Hall 13, but some people are still finding ways to make it work. This one's going to be an Electron with a blimp, actually. So you guys get to see the new blimp in action. It got a recent buff in the last update. Basically, when the blimp dies or when the troops come out, the blimp has a little explosion and does splash damage to everything around it. So here he's going to wall break and do a little sui for the Inferno. He wants his queen to get this Inferno, and she's just barely going to get it before she dies. Gonna have to pop the ability here. She's gonna get distracted by all these skelly traps, or all these skeletons from the skelly trap. Then she's gonna step in, get this Inferno, and then he's gonna send in a blimp right through here to go get the enemy queen and the royal champ and the scatter shot and an Inferno and an AD. You can get pretty good value from just a blimp and a clone and a rage. He uses royal champ up here to get a bunch of these defenses just to make the Electron part even easier. I think he wanted her to get the AD, but she's not going to get it there. The AD is really low from the royal champ ability. If he had a max royal champ, that AD definitely would have gone down. So then he's just going to send the blimp in. It's going to do some splash damage right there. He's going to freeze, rage, clone, and that E-drag is going to be able to get the queen and the royal champ. And these balloons get all the defenses in that compartment there. And from there, there's only one sweeper left up right here, and it's facing this way. So he wants his Lalo from behind it, so he's going to come in from the Town Hall side. And so when you're doing Lalo now at Town Hall 13, you have to really be careful about the scatter shots. He already got one scatter shot from the Electron, which is nice, but you have to be careful with the other scatter shot because it does a ton of damage, a ton of splash damage to your balloons. So you have to make sure you either freeze or heal on the back end, wherever the scatter shot is. So that's why he still brought an extra 2 freezes for the Lalo. So he's going to use one of his freezes for the Town Hall. He's going to haste through it, use the Warden ability here to evade the damage of the Gigabomb and the Eagle. He's going to save his last freeze for this Scatter Shot Inferno Tower, just because they do so much splash damage when they're working together. So he's going to haste these loons through the Scatter Shot and into the Inferno, and they're going to barely get it down just before they start taking too much damage. He uses some back-end loons to distract the last Wizard Tower, and he still has another haste up to get the rest of these loons through the defenses. And he's going to be able to get this triple with, you know, maybe a little bit less than 10 loons up. So Lalo definitely hard in the current meta at Town Hall 13, but still possible if you do it right. He's actually going to swag the last haste here. Doesn't even need it. So nice Sui Lalo triple there. Electron, really, by Hugo. Showing us that it's still possible. A lot harder than it was at Town Hall 12, but still possible to do at Town Hall 13. So we're going to take a look at one more attack here, and this is going to be another Queen Charge Hogs attack. Queen Charge Hogs is just dominating the meta right now. This one's going to be by Sebix. So on this one, Sebix just wants to basically charge the Eagle and the BK and then hog the rest. So what he's going to do is he's going to do a little funnel here with his BK, and then he's going to send his Queen right through here and just double wall break, get into the Eagle compartment so he can kill the enemy CC, the enemy Royal Champ, and the enemy BK. And then from there, he can just hog the rest. The funnel on this side is really easy. All he has to use is one wizard. His BK is going to go in here and make the funnel, use his ability, and pull the enemy CC. And he's just going to wall break right through here. Pretty simple wall break as long as this scatter shot is distracted by something else, which it's distracted by the king right now. And then it's going to be distracted by his king for or his queen for the second wall break. So the king pulls the CC, king dies, so the CC is going to come out to his queen, a bunch of archers and 2 ice golems, no big deal, it's just going to take her some time to get through it. While that scatter shot's distracted onto his queen, he can wall break right into that compartment, nice easy wall break, as long as the scatter shot's distracted. Going to drop a Coco Loon here to try to find a Sam, but it's not going to find any for the queen, I don't believe. She's going to step inside, get the Eagle, get the AD, and then start moving in for the BK. And then from there, you know, you could hog this side, but you'd have to bring an Earthquake to activate the Town Hall early, so he's going to play it a little bit risky and just hog from the opposite side of the Town Hall. Use his Stone Slammer on the back side here just to cut off the funnel. So the Hogs stayed in this channel right there, just like that, and they're all going to end on the Town Hall. And as long as he keeps his Hogs alive all the way to the Town Hall, it should be no problem to get the triple. So here come the Hogs with the Warden behind, uses a few up here with the Royal Champ just to make sure he's getting all the defenses on the initial layer. He gets his cleanup wizards down really early, which is nice, I like that. Has to pop the Queen ability there after dropping the last rage. Unfortunately, she had 3 or 4 point defenses on her. Then he's going to get a healer swap onto the Hogs, pops the Warden ability. Queen and Queen are fighting each other right now, but since he popped the Warden ability, his Queen's going to be able to stay alive and kill the enemy Queen very easily. Uses a Stone Slammer on this side and a couple more Hogs on the back end just to try and keep the main group pushing through the core. He did bring 2 freezes and didn't really need either of them for the charge, so maybe another heal would have been better, but he wasn't sure. So he's just going to be able to double freeze the Town Hall, so it's not doing that much damage to these Hogs here. Hogs and Royal Champ are pushing through the edge. He got a little bit of a hog split there, but that's okay since he brought the the freezes. He'll be able to freeze at Town Hall until his Hogs get there. He popped the Warden ability really early, so he didn't have the Warden ability there for the Giga Bomb, so almost all the Hogs die. Actually, I think every single one of them died on that Giga Bomb, but he still has 3 heroes up, and they're going to be able to finish off the rest of the base. No problem. So just like that, there's a few examples of how to do Queen Charge Hogs, Queen Charge Miners, and even Lalo still works if you do it right. It's a little bit harder, but you can still make it work if you do it right. The Electron with the blimp is what Hugo did there, and it worked out really well in that case. He was able to swag a haste. Would it have still worked if all the defenses were maxed? Probably, since he was able to still swag a spell, but it doesn't work on every base anymore. Lalo's going to be a little bit more base dependent these days at Town Hall 13. Queen Charge Hogs and Queen Charge Miners are the attacks, and Yeti Smash really that are working on every base right now. So if you guys do want to see a video on Yeti Smash, you know, just a bunch of Yeti Smash attacks, you know, break them down, we try to figure out why they're working, what you got to do to make them work, I can probably do that. There's a lot of Yeti Smash attacks in this war, so definitely let me know down below. And if you guys like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you think, and I'll catch you guys later.